Welcome to the Todd Performing Arts Center, your home for art, entertainment, and ceremony. Please take this opportunity to silence your cell phones and anything else that might beep or buzz. Please take note of the nearest exit from the venue. In case of an emergency, walk, do not run to that exit. Please follow all instructions provided by Chesapeake College public safety staff, the Todd Performing Arts Center staff, and first responders. Thank you.
Please remain for the standing for the presentation of colors and the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Excellent. Good job. Please be seated. Welcome to the 2025 Commencement Exercises of Chesapeake College. I would like to thank William Thomas and Isaiah Robinson for providing the music for today's ceremony. I would also like to thank the Chesapeake College Public Safety Department for the presentation of colors. I will now like to recognize our guests. It's now my pleasure to introduce the platform party. I would ask as they stand, as they are introduced, and that you hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Ms. Brenda Shorter, member, Kent County Board of Trustees. Dr. Blenda Armistead, member, Talbot County Board of Trustees. Ms. Mary Denard Turner, member, Dorchester County Board of Trustees. Senator Addie Eckert, member, Dorchester County Board of Trustees. Mr. Brent Fox, member, Caroline County Board of Trustees. Mr. Christopher Garvey is not with us today, but he is also a member for Queen Anne's County. Ms. Shelley Gross Wade, She's a member of Queen Anne's County Board of Trustees. Mr. Milton Nagel, Vice Chair, Caroline County Board of Trustees, and Ms. Erica Osterhout, member, Kent County Board of Trustees. To my right, Ms. Karen Smith, our Vice President for Administrative Services, Dr. Kamari Collins, Vice President for Student Success and Enrollment Management, Dr. David Harper Jr., Vice President for Workforce and Academic Programs, Mr. Reza Jafari, the Chair of our board, Ms. Sinai Phillips, our Chesapeake College student and 2025 John T. Harrison Award winner, Senator Ben Cardin, our keynote speaker, and Dr. Kamal Heniyake, our academic procession marshal. I also wish to recognize our special visitors, our local county leaders, our state delegates and senators, and other special friends of the college who may be with us today. Ms. Kimberly Cradaville, she's Senator Angela Alsobrooks, Eastern Shore Regional Director, and also was the Regional Director for Senator Cardin when he was our senator. Mr. Keith Graffius, Representative for Andy Harris, District Director, and I don't believe Mr. Porter stayed with us for commencement. Okay, thank you very much. We'd like now to take a moment of silence to remember the Chesapeake College faculty, staff, and students who passed away in the last year. I forgot two very important people, by the way. Mrs. Kathy Coppersmith and Mrs. Myrna Cardin. This afternoon is made possible by faculty, administration, and staff dedicated to student success. With the candidates for graduation and audience, please join me in acknowledging the outstanding faculty and staff of Chesapeake College. Congratulations, graduates of the class of 2025. You've made it. Through some of the most difficult challenges imaginable during your years in high school, through the recovery, through some dark and difficult days, you've made it to this major road mark of success. We call this a commencement because more than an ending, it is a beginning. I was in this very same place just over 41 years ago, which actually does not seem so long ago to me when I received my associate degree. At the time, I had no idea where it would take me, but that experience, both in and outside of class, provided the foundation for the rest of my professional life. And for the past 7 years, I've been presiding over the very same ceremony, now for our students from this hallowed halls of Chesapeake College. For a few minutes, I would like to speak directly to all of you and share some thoughts as you embark on what is next in your life. Some of you will go right to work in rewarding and challenging careers for which we prepared you on this campus. You will fill vital roles in healthcare, in the skilled professions, and in business. For others, this is the beginning of a continued journey in the arts and sciences, education, social services, with continuation either on our campus or in higher education at our higher ed center, or to colleges and universities across the state of Maryland or elsewhere in the United States. I wish you all the best and well in whatever path you have started with your experience right here at Chesapeake. As I have traveled through my life, starting my college experience in a place very much like this one, I have learned a few things along the way as I've considered what I would say to you today. I have tried to think of the more important and critical lessons I've acquired upon my journey. The first, I think, would be never to fear. Never fear to do something challenging. We all start somewhere, and to achieve what lies ahead, we must consider that sometimes the correct way is not the easiest. Part of that is embracing the possible when it comes along. While some of us have the benefit of following a defined path, others of us have to grasp onto things as they come along. So be ready for opportunity to bring preparation for you to take a chance. For those of us sitting up here, it is our hope that we have assisted you in preparing to take advantages of those opportunities by knowing how to learn new things, having the confidence to take a chance on something that might not be too comfortable, and looking for experiences that may require a stretch. That will result in learning new skills, getting to know different people, and achieving something great in the process. The second one I think is an underappreciated characteristic today in our society is the value of hard work and the willingness to do what is required. I have found in my life that is often what sets a person apart who is successful from one who is not. I like to repeat a quote from The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who said, "Be the one in the room who's working the hardest." On the Eastern Shore, there's a strong work ethic. To be found even today is the legacy of the watermen and women, the farmers and the laborers. Where I came from prior to my appointment here as your president, from Montana, everybody wanted to hire the ranch kid or the farm kid. These are the children of those famous Big Sky pioneers who understood, as many of our families do here on the Eastern Shore, the value of work and the ability to apply oneself to the task at hand, which is of extraordinary value. This is the most important one of all. Maintain your connections. Maintain your family ties, your friendships, and your engagement to your community. Now more than ever, we need to resist those forces that alienate us from each other, of which there are so many. Human beings are social creatures. We need to take care for and connect with others. We need to demonstrate understanding and empathy, for our modern world tends to emphasize the opposite of that critical characteristic of human behavior. The final word I would leave with you today is to do not fear. We are bombarded every hour of every day with headlines and information, much of which is not true or helpful. I recently read that about 90% of what we read on social media is not accurate, and some of that is not even real. That is an added challenge, and one that I counsel you to be mindful of as you go about your work. Despite the bad news of the past several months, there's still opportunity out there. The economy remains strong, and the world still needs workers and doers and thinkers. Continue your education, both formal and experiential. Seek opportunities and have hope. We need you to continue providing the foundations of the civilization we live in and depend on every day. Congratulations. I wish you all the best for a bright and wonderful future. As we conclude, I invite all of the candidates for graduation to stand, look around at the faces of those who supported you, and join me in thanking them with a hearty round of applause. You may sit. We are extremely pleased to introduce our keynote speaker today, Senator Benjamin Cardin. In recognition of his extraordinary service as a senior statesman, an advocate for higher education, human and civil rights, for promoting peace and efforts to protect the environment, we are awarding him the Chesapeake College Community Service Award. Senator Cardin is a classic statesman whose life has been dedicated to public service and leadership. First in the Maryland legislature, and of course with his election to the U.S. Senate in 2006. That service is a family affair as he followed his father, Mayor Cardin, who served on the Maryland House of Delegates and later sat on the Baltimore City Supreme Bench. Elected to the Maryland House of Delegates, he held that seat once held by his uncle, Morris Cardin. And at the age of 35, he was the youngest speaker in Maryland history at that time. And I learned just this afternoon he was elected to office before he finished college. He graduated from the University of Maryland Law in 1967, the first in his class. He has led an exemplary public life. He has never lost an election. His interests in legislation and advocacy run the gamut from international diplomacy to elder care, retirement policy, and preserving the Chesapeake Bay. But of course, for all of us here, his most important advocacy and leadership for us has been demonstrated by his unflagging support for higher education, particularly in our experience during the pandemic. In no small way, he assured the survival of Chesapeake College and many of our peer institutions in his advocacy for federal funding to support colleges and universities nationwide during the height of the pandemic. Senator Cardin was visible all during my term as president of Chesapeake. During the pandemic, he met with us several times via Zoom calls and in person, asking for our input on the ongoing efforts to save colleges and universities across America during the crisis. We saw the results of those discussions executed in updates and improvements to the Higher Education Relief Act, which in no small way preserved our ability to keep students in school and weather the worst effects of the pandemic. For Chesapeake, this intervention saved the institution and, in fact, provided the foundation for our current recovery. From all of us, Senator Cardin, thank you for your leadership, your service, and your advocacy. We know that you will continue your presence on the Eastern Shore, even if you're living in Delaware, although he's also still living in Maryland. You will continue to make a difference as you have done for most of your life. As a recognition of your service, we are proud to present you with the 2025 Chesapeake College Community Service Award.
Dr. Coppersmith, first of all, thank you very much for those very kind comments about my career. You mentioned many of the accomplishments in regards to Chesapeake College and the Eastern Shore, and you acknowledged earlier the person who is the strongest advocate for Chesapeake College and the Eastern Shore and responsible for a lot of the good things that happen. That's Kim Cradaville, my former staff person. So thank you, Kim, for everything. And thank you for giving me the honor to address the graduates. I really appreciate this very, very, very much. A special thanks to the faculty, proud families, graduates of Chesapeake College. I am honored to address you on this occasion. And to the class of 2025, congratulations, you did it. To the parents and other family members of the graduates, thank you for the love and support that you have poured into these students. We all know that the sacrifices you have made and the encouragement you provided over the years makes this possible. Chesapeake College for 60 years has played a critical role in educating the next generation of leaders, not only for the Eastern Shore, but for our nation. Your college's mission: empower students from diverse communities to excel in further education, employment, and participation in the interconnected world, is more important now than ever. Graduation marks a profound turning point in your life. It is not only the culmination of hard work and dedication, but also the beginning of a new chapter filled with opportunity. What you do with that opportunity is up to you. As you reflect on this milestone, I urge you to embrace the idea articulated by journalist Frank Bruni that hope is not an option, it's an obligation. Let me repeat that. Hope is not an option, it's an obligation. This responsibility embodies the power of resilience and the strength of community we all share as stewards of a better future. Think of hope as the Wi-Fi signal of life. Sure, it's invisible, but when it's missing, everything falls apart. And just like Wi-Fi, hope needs constant reconnecting and updating. As graduates, you stand at the crossroads of history, carrying with you stories of those who come before you. To be informed by history is to recognize the lessons it offers. History shows us the dangers of apathy, the triumphs of perseverance, and the enduring power of collective action. Take these lessons to heart. Let them guide your decisions, inspire your dreams, and ground your vision for the future. History is not just words in a textbook. It also includes humanity's blooper reel. History teaches us what not to do, the unsinkable Titanic, and how ordinary people can achieve the extraordinary. But a knowledge of history is not enough. There's a secret sauce: civic engagement. Civic engagement is the bridge between understanding and change. It's the secret sauce. Democracy is not a spectator sport. It demands your presence, your passion, and your persistence. It's like assembling IKEA furniture. Frustrating, messy, but worth it when you build something strong and lasting. Be informed, be advocates for change, but please read the instructions this time. Here, your experiences at Chesapeake College can be your guide. Your college has embraced a course that challenges students to see beyond themselves to better understand their place in a global society and a culturally diverse world. A course that can reinforce the values of service to others and strengthen student ethical development and civic engagement. As your fellow graduates, Anani Phillips said, I learned how to advocate for others as the way to build community. Sanani, congratulations on the award that you have received. We look forward to your incredible future, and I'm just glad I got to speak before you spoke today. My message to you, the graduates, is never give up hope for a stronger, more inclusive, more equitable society. This student body is stronger because of its diversity, including 28% representing the first in your family to attend college. In my lifetime, I've seen opportunities happen that most thought were impossible. The apartheid government of South Africa ended, and Nelson Mandela set free. The Berlin Wall knocked down, and unification of Germany as a democratic state. And Barack Obama, a person of color, becoming president of the United States. Be a participant in what your generation can accomplish for consequential progress for humanity. And as Dr. Coppersmith has advised you, never fear to do something challenging. Yes, you can become change agents for a better America and world, but it does demand that you be engaged and not sit on the sidelines. A better informed community needs you to use the knowledge for responsible civic engagement. Civic engagement must be done with civility. We need to engage people in a respectful manner who may not agree with our views. Treat everyone with civility, even that person who cuts in line at Starbucks. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, we may learn and grow and profit from the wisdom of the brothers who are called opposition. And as the New York Times observed, there is as much courage in listening as there is in speaking up. I implore you to be champions of civility. In an age of division and noise, the ability to listen, to empathize, and to engage respectfully is a superpower. Working together to reach broader consensus is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to your strength and character. It builds bridges where others see walls and finds solutions where others see problems. Finally, I remind you of your responsibility as global citizens. The challenges we face, climate change, inequalities, health crisis, transcend borders. As graduates, you have the tools to think globally and act locally. You are the architects of a world where hope becomes reality. Use your education to dismantle barriers, amplify voices, and create opportunities for all. Graduates, each of you have overcome challenges to reach this day. You understood what Lily Tomlin meant when she said, the road to success is always under construction. You should be rightly proud of reaching this moment. With it, Chesapeake College has given you the power and opportunity. Never give up the hope of your passion for a better community and do all you can to achieve that goal. In 1915, the cleric and theologian John Wesley gave advice that is so relevant for this moment. He said, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. Never stop fighting for what you believe in. Remain steadfast in your resolve to tackle tough challenges. Take a moment and bask in your accomplishments. It's an exhilarating time. But then go out into the world, find your passion, and use your passion for good. Congratulations again to the class of 2025.
Good afternoon, everyone, and especially to our graduates. I am honored to introduce to all of you today the recipient of Chesapeake's inaugural Adjunct Innovation Award, Professor Sherry Patchett. Sherry brings an infectious and welcoming energy to the classroom, one that makes even the driest of psychological theories feel relevant, real, and occasionally even a little wet. That's right. She has been known to unleash her students with water guns to teach them I'm a sociologist, so I messed that part up, classical conditioning. And no, that's not in the textbook, but her students are unlikely to forget the lessons anytime soon. Her ability to blend academic rigor with applied learning and creative applications makes her classes more than just lectures. To be in Professor Patchett's class is an experience. One student captured this perfectly, writing, "I have never really thought much about psychology until after I took this course. It opened my eyes to the world we live in, and it changed my perspective on how people act and think." Sherry's impact extends well beyond the classroom doors. While pursuing her PhD in addiction counseling, she simultaneously supported students in building a mental health club on campus, creating a welcoming space for connection and support in an all too often disconnected world. To know Professor Patchett, I knew I was going to do that. To know her is to know that she's a powerful force for student success, for well-being, connection, and levity. Please join me in congratulating this year's Adjunct Innovation Teaching Award recipient, my colleague and friend, Sherry Patchett.
Good afternoon, faculty, Board of Trustees, staff, and of course, the Honorable Chesapeake College 2005 graduates. I would like to start with the words of Gordon Mackenzie, a renowned artist and author. "You have a masterpiece inside you, you know, one unlike any that has ever been created or ever will be. If you go to your grave without painting your masterpiece, it will not get painted. No one else can paint it, but only you." I am Sherry Patchett, the recipient of the Adjunct Innovative Teaching Award and instructor of psychology at Chesapeake College. My journey at Chesapeake began in January 2021 as a temporary full-time instructor. As I stand before you, it is with distinct honor and humility that I am able to address you, and profound humility that I accept this award. First, I want to give my greatest and deepest gratitude and acknowledgement to Dr. Fleshman for this nomination. Her passionate spirit has created a contagious rippling effect of encouragement to embrace new challenges and persevere beyond the boundaries in teaching. Additionally, thank you to my fellow colleagues. Your enduring support, thoughtful guidance, and shared commitment have contagiously inspired the advancement of creative teaching practices. Lastly, while I've been fortunate enough to draw inspiration from many individuals who have shaped and enriched my role, however, the most compelling source behind the innovation in my teaching is the Chesapeake College students. Psychology students arrive in the classroom with a deep curiosity about themselves, about others, and about the world around them. They push learning past the pages of a textbook, offering diverse perspectives, posing complex questions about human behavior, and engaging in real-world issues. In closing, borrowing the inspiring spirit of Gordon Mackenzie, I encourage graduates before me to embrace your individuality, and take ownership of the path ahead of you. Only you possess a unique vision and tools to innovate your life like an artist creating a personal masterpiece. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Now I'd like to welcome Mr. Reza Jafari, Chair of the Chesapeake College Board of Trustees.
It's now my great pleasure to present a member of the class of 2025 who has earned the 2025 John T. Harrison Award. John T. Harrison was a Talbot County member of the Chesapeake College's founding board of trustees. The Chesapeake College community is indebted to him for establishing this award prior to our first commencement. The John T. Harrison Award is given each year to a student who has demonstrated the highest performance in academic, leadership, and overall contributions to the college and to the community. This year's recipient of the John T. Harrison Award embodies all the qualities we have come to expect from our recipient. Our John T. Harrison Award recipient this year is Sinai Phillips, a Kent County High School graduate. Sinai's college and community involvement included member of Phi Delta Theta Kappa Honor Society for Academic Achievement, UHURU Black Students Union, BSU President, Astronomical Society Treasurer, Student Government Association SGA member, Hispanic Latino Student Union HLSU member, High Voltage Gaming Society member, Office of Student Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Lead Programming Assistant, Multicultural Advisory Committee, MAC student member, DEI Advisory Committee student member. Now here are a couple of quotes from two individuals who said about Sinai. Tyler Henry said, Sinai's progression from a student unsure of herself and what future she was building into an integral part of our student life, community, and highly successful scholar is exactly the kind of transformational experience we are here to facilitate. As a student peer, she has been a massive part in the development of the student life community we have enjoyed as a campus over the past year. She has also trained freshman students this year to continue her legacy. I work with hundreds of students individually each academic year, and I can think of no other student more deserving of this award for 2025. And Mark Berry Jr. said, when I think of the time that I have known Sinai's character, skills, and abilities, I am reminded of a quote by Mrs. Coretta Scott King, an American author, activist, civil rights leader, and of course, wife of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I quote, the greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Through her time at Chesapeake, serving as both a student leader and a student employee, I genuinely believe that Sinai works to embody every word in this quote. She finds the time to dedicate herself to serving and strengthening the college and local community in her roles with patience, compassion, and thoughtfulness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sinai.
Thank you for that introduction. Good afternoon, Dr. Coppersmith, Board of Trustees, alums, administration, faculty, staff, family, and friends. Thank you all for being present on the solemn occasion. Whether you're graduating with honors or simply grateful to be graduating, know this: you did it. You belong, you matter, you are enough. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Graduates, take a moment, look at yourself. Celebrate yourself. You pushed through some of the toughest moments and still earned your seat in this ceremony today. Give yourself a round of applause. You made it. Today is more than just a ceremony. This is a celebration of resilience, a tribute to growth, a declaration of purpose, power reclaimed, and generations honored. This is not just about caps and gowns, grade point averages, and honors. It's about early mornings, sleepless nights, silent tears, and bold comebacks. This is a victory celebration for every student who has ever questioned if they would succeed. To the graduates who identify as first-generation students, to those who balance jobs, kids, caregiving, and chaos, and still showed up. For those who fought battles no one could see, you crossed the finish line. You completed this leg of the race. When I was asked to submit this speech, I struggled. Not because I didn't have anything to say, but because I had so much to say. My heart was bursting with emotion. Pride, relief, anger, joy, confusion, and hope. Growing up on the Eastern Shore, I learned to have emotional intelligence in its rawest form. From confronting discriminatory practices to navigating generational barriers within my own community, I learned how to self-regulate and thrive. If you felt like you were drowning sometimes, just recognize that that fight in your spirit allowed you to be sitting here today. I grew up between poverty and potential, invisibility and visibility, between white-dominated systems and black-centered realities. I've also battled mental health challenges as a child. So if any part of my story or journey resonates with you, just know you are not alone. Completing high school was a major accomplishment, because not everyone in my family had the opportunity to walk across that stage and say, I earned this. My educational journey did not feel traditional. It seemed like I was stumbling through the dark, led only by faith and the kindness of those who saw something in me before I even saw it in myself. I remember sitting at my high school graduation, grade point average wrecked, hope depleted, watching the valedictorian speak, thinking, that will never be me. I internalized that I was not good enough, that I didn't deserve to be heard. None of this was true. My individual worth is not defined by a GPA, and neither is any of yours. It is defined by the work that we put in. At the beginning of this academic year, I did not have the GPA to stand before you, and I did not meet the GPA requirement to receive the John T. Harrison Award. Thus, I decided to retake courses. I went into overtime over the summer and winter term and took 6 courses at a time. I worked extremely hard to change my reality, and I fought those negative thoughts about myself. I so humbly say that if I can be in this position today, you can find the courage to push through and accomplish the next goals in your life, big or small. I don't think I deserve to be graduating today or even speaking to you all. I know it because I've earned it, just as you all have earned your spot. I'm not perfect, but I'm persistent. Because I leaned into the discomfort, because I refused to shrink, and that is what leadership and doing the work looks like. That mode in high school planted a seed, not of failure, but of possibility. I enrolled at Chesapeake because an amazing guidance counselor, Miss Tillman, pulled me aside one day and said, "Your grades aren't great. I know you don't have any money, but community college is your best bet for your future, and I'm going to help you get there." Next thing I know, I was dragging my mom to a meeting with the academic counselor, signing up for classes neither of us fully understood. I began as a nursing major. I had just graduated as a certified nursing assistant in high school, working full-time as a private caretaker at night and on the weekends, and coming to class during the day. I remember my freshman English class. We were assigned a 10-page research paper. I couldn't even remember the last time I wrote a full paper. I was sure college was not for me, but I had professors, and you know who you are, who saw potential in me, and a past staff member of the Learning Resource Center that I would not have made it without. I ended up pulling through my first semester with high marks. But then came the science classes, particularly anatomy and physiology. I know you know, yep. Those courses were discouraging, not just because they were rigorous, but because my heart wasn't in nursing. I had pursued that path to aid my mom into better health. I'm her caretaker and knew she was going to need me. My mother is my sole motivation for even being interested in furthering my education. This degree is in honor of my beautiful mother. Chesapeake College has been a home away from home. During my second semester, my mental capacity was strained. I failed my online math class. Remote learning felt isolating and provided me with little motivation to keep striving. I wish I had more in-person classes available. TRIO Student Support Services, TRIO SSS, became my support system. Yeah, TRIO. My academic advisor encouraged me to drop my classes to protect my mental health. He and I have grown a strong relationship during my time here. There are a few faculty and staff members here at Chesapeake College that truly have the passion for students and embody what it means to provide care and guidance. I have made lifelong friends at Chesapeake and found a supportive community. One day I stopped by the Caroline Center. There I met my now best friend, Zelima de la Cruz Martinez, an alum of Chesapeake College, and was introduced to the Office of Student Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, directed by Dr. Lacelle L. Hall. That moment shifted my entire college experience. I started working in the Student Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion office. Slowly, I began to grow out of my shy, quiet shell into the strong, confident, and proud woman I am today. Dr. Hall believed in me before I realized I needed to be believed in. In high school, I was considered an average student. I fell in the middle, and I was often overlooked. But in the student DI office, I felt seen and valued. I learned various concepts, such as the importance of giving back and paying it forward. The office embraced the Hall School of Leadership student development philosophy. The Hall School of Leadership impressed upon me the following lessons: compassion, due diligence, second chances, integrity, advocacy, scholastic achievement, and service. I learned to strive for Black excellence and to speak truth to power. These core values will stick with me forevermore. Leadership is not just a title. It's how you show up when no one's clapping for you. It's advocating for others when your own voice quivers. It's being fierce but soft, bold but reflective, strong and sensitive. That's me, and that's many of you. I've had the honor of serving as a HURU, Black Student Union President, a student diversity, equity, and inclusion leader, a tutor, a mentor, an organizer, but what matters most is who I am when no one's watching. I worked behind the scenes, pulled all-nighters, went to therapy sessions, self-reflected, and reworked my plans. A significant personal accomplishment for me this year was obtaining the African American Studies Letter of Recognition. My fellow Uhuru members and classmates are the first to do so. To those of you who identify as I do, we are not here by accident. We are here by ancestry. You carry the brilliance of every Black woman who was told to be silent, but you still found your voice. You carry the strength of every Black man who was discouraged, but persevered. We are the blueprint and our ancestors' wildest dreams. This fall, I will be attending Coppin State University in Baltimore to pursue a Bachelor's of Science degree in social work with a concentration in nonprofit leadership and youth development. I want to pour back into my community. Young people need to see what their futures can be. Marginalized communities need support, resources, representation, education, safe places just to breathe. These are some of the things we should be doing to empower the next generation of leaders to continue building communities and following their dreams. Graduates, we did not just arrive. We climbed, clawed, and rose. Whether it took 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or more, you did it. You finished. This is no small accomplishment. We are the future doctors, nurses, social workers, educators, creators, scientists, engineers, legal advocates, and so much more. We are the dream in the future. Continue onward. I would not be where I am today without the support of my community. I am from Kent County, Maryland. I was raised by a strong, fiercely independent woman who did everything she could with what she had just to give me a chance at success. Beside her was a man who not only encouraged me along the way, but who also supported us unconditionally. For this, I am forever grateful for my family's support. To all the parents, guardians, family members, friends, and community leaders in the audience who supported their graduates today, thank you for your continued and unwavering support. Because of you, we were all able to complete this college degree or certificate. In closing, remember, as you move forward, you don't have to do it on your own. Find your village, build it, lean on it. You're gonna need them. Shout out to 355. Don't let your attitude overshadow your goals. Don't let your attitude overshadow your goals. Take that with you. Don't play small, speak up, be dogmatic about your dreams, and unapologetically you. The world does not need you to, it needs you to illuminate. Here I am, here we are, proud graduates of Chesapeake College. Again, congratulations to the class of 2025. Many blessings to you on your future endeavors. Thank you.
Your Harrison Award winner, Sinai Phillips, everybody. Thank you for being a light for us, Sinai. Remember us on the incredible journey you no doubt have ahead of you. Now we have the opportunity to recognize a very special group of graduates, the students in attendance who achieved a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Would these students please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all have been called? Thomas Edward Barksdale. Dandridge Augustus Clark. Aaron Grigsby. Claire Marie Canals. Reagan E. Lewis. Ashlyn Paige Pinder. Matthew Stephen Szynski. Dylan Cross Smith. Elena Nicole Stafford. Sincere Regina Taylor. Catherine Colleen Wilson. 4.0, everybody. Congratulations on an impressive achievement. And now, for a moment, we all have been waiting for the conferral of academic awards. Audience members, you're welcome to take photos from your seats, please. Photographs, professional photographs of every graduate receiving a diploma will be available. So thanks for your patience with us. Dr. Coppersmith, before I present the candidates for graduation, I'd like to once again acknowledge with everyone here our outstanding Chesapeake College faculty. Would the faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much for your service to our students. Passionate dedication. Will the candidates please rise? And now, Dr. Coppersmith, I have the pleasure of presenting to you those individuals in the official graduate record who, by recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees, are completing all requirements for certificates for the degree of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Arts in Teaching, and Associate of Applied Science. Tiara M. Cannon, Human Services, Addictions Counseling, Phi Theta Kappa. Samaria Diana Annals, Advanced Transfer Studies, dual enrollment graduate, and getting her college diploma before her high school diploma. Tanai Andrea Luau, Human Services Addiction Counseling Certificate. Deja Monet Matthews, Human Services Addiction Counseling. Alexis Marie Stanley, Advanced Transfer Studies Certificate, dual enrollment graduate. Gavin Roy Stebbins, Advanced Transfer Studies, dual enrollment graduate. Sailor Paige Alam, General College Studies. Kevin Edward Bailey, Emergency Medical Services, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Evelyn Joyce Baldwin, Nursing, Phi Theta Kappa. Zachary Austin Baldwin, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Harrison Award winner Sanai Phillips, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa, John T. Harrison, and one of the first two recipients of our Letter of Recognition in African American Studies, magna cum laude. Thomas Edward Barksdale, Computer Science Technology, Phi Theta Kappa, outstanding graduates. Aiden Marshall Barnes, Criminal Justice. Kimberly Leslie Bartolo Rodriguez, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Alexis Nicole Bates, General College Studies. Emma Beth Beals, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Caitlin Marie Beck, Business Administration. Landon Jeremy Beddoe, Computer Science Technology. Aiden Connor Bell, Physical Therapy Assistance. Alyssa R. Berneski, Business Administration. Ty Zachary Bishop, Technical Professional Studies, outstanding graduate. William Turner Bossy, Business Administration. Logan Darlene Bozarth, Surgical Technology. Skylar May Britton, Elementary Education, Education Honor Society, outstanding graduate. Andrew Michael Clark, Nursing, Nursing Honor Society. Dandridge Augustus Clark, Education Honor Society, Early Childhood Education, outstanding graduate. Marie Claire Claxton, Liberal Arts and Sciences. William Richard Collison, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Josiah Jeremiah Comfort, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Jennifer Ann Cox, Human Services, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa, outstanding graduate. Jordan Neal Connor, Technical Professional Studies. Our next diploma is presented by our own Deb Conti. Vincent John Conti, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Whitley Marissa Cornish, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Chelsea Elizabeth Cox, Radiological Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa. Elijah Cradle, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Madison Nicole Dads, Liberal Arts and Sciences, magna cum laude. Alana Renee Dahlman Morris, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Theodora V. Daly, Liberal Arts and Sciences, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Colleen Anna Marie Davis, Surgical Technology. Zachary Robert Draper, Computer Science Technology. London Drummond, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Laura Noel Eastland, Physical Therapy Assistant. Nalum N. Forti, General College Studies. Kaylee Lizbeth Gabriel Ortiz, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Matthew Jacob Goodman, Environmental Science, Sustainability Scholars Program. Erin Michelle Grigsby, Physical Therapy Assistant, Outstanding Graduate. Justin Nathaniel Gunter, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Melissa Ann Gwaltney, Business Administration. Maya Patrice Hawkins Bailey, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Colby Todd Heiser, General College Studies, Phi Theta Kappa, Outstanding Graduate. Gunnar Andreas Hoffman, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Theater and Performance Studies Certificate. Allison Holdgreave, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Summer Lynn Hooper, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa. Cody Joshua Hope, Criminal Justice. Lindy Howden, Nursing. Tristan Marie Robar, Nursing, Phi Theta Kappa. Chase Hunneds, Business Administration. Chiara Izquierdo Parada, Information Technology, Outstanding Graduate. Holly A. Jett, Early Childhood Education, Education Honors. Nadia Johns, Nursing. Amanda Jean Johnson, Criminal Justice. Madeline Bell Johnson, Physical Therapy Assistant. Cool, we got you. It's okay. Caitlin Carnes, Liberal Arts and Sciences. You passed all the tests. Don't worry about that one. Claire Marie Knaus, Phi Theta Kappa, Outstanding Graduate. Liberal Arts and Sciences. Desiree Elizabeth Carell, General College Studies. Nicole Marie Saw-Licito, Surgical Technology. Michaela Margaret Larson, Human Services, Behavioral Health, Phi Theta Kappa, Outstanding Graduate. Kayla Diana Lewis, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Reagan E. Lewis, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Dual Enrollment. Nicholas Loren Lone, Biological Sciences. Jillian Florence Lovett, Nursing. Caitlin McKenna Lyons, Radiological Sciences. Jenna Elizabeth Mackey, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa. Sean Milton Marshall, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Alexis Marie Martin, General College Studies. Ashley M. Maston, Surgical Technology. Emma Ray McKenzie, Registered Nurse. Kayla Ann McMichael, Radiologic Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa. Kendall Amelia Menger, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Lily Michelle American, General College Studies. Michaela Ann Moore, Elementary Education, Education Honor Society, Elementary Special Education. Ariana Ray Morris, General College Studies. Evan M. Mosley, Computer Science Technology. Lauren Alexis Myers, Early Childhood Education, Early Childhood Special Education, Education Honors. Leandria Janaya Nichols, Business Administration. Todd Theodore Nichols, Computer Science Technology. Wendy Damaris Nieto Cheves, Secondary Education, Spanish. Emaje Amari One, Early Childhood Development. Sabri Alexis Palmer, Surgical Technology. Tyron Russell Parker, Computer Science Technology. Heather Ann Petticord, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Jasmine Corinne Massey Pfeiffer, Physical Therapy Assistant. Cameron Elizabeth Plugi, Radiologic Sciences. Bianca Marie Potts, Business Administration, Phi Theta Kappa. Shelby Lynn Wren, Human Services, Behavioral Health, Area of Concentration. Joshua K. Rivers, Business Administration, magna cum laude. China Cassandra Lee Roberts, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Isaiah Maurice Robinson, Liberal Arts and Sciences. And our second letter of recognition in African American Studies and Music. Morgan Marie Rowe, Radiologic Sciences. Nathan Craig Sadler, Business Administration. Matthew Stephen Szynski, Health, Fitness, and Exercise Science, Sports Management. Outstanding graduate. Briera Tanae Sampson, Early Childhood Development. Raikira Aaron Savoy, Early Childhood Education, Early Childhood Special Ed, Education Honors. Slammy Carl Schaefer, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Chloe Taylor Schmidt, Radiologic Sciences. Alex Champ Shelkin, Business Administration. Ivan Ray Shores, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Theater and Performance Studies Certificate. Mackenzie Liberty Sparrow, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Elena Nicole Stafford, Early Childhood Education, Special Education, Education Honors. Connor Matthew Swan, Liberal Arts and Sciences, magna cum laude. Savannah Lee Talbot, Elementary Education, Special Education. Hallie Golden Taylor, Business Management. Nathan Allen Taylor, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Sincere Regina Taylor, Surgical Technology. Outstanding graduate, Surgical Technology. Callista Noel Valtos, Business Administration, cum laude. Madeline Emma Wagner, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Theater and Performance Studies Certificate. Robert Michael Walter, Registered Nurse. Catherine Colleen Wilson, Biological Sciences, Phi Theta Kappa, Outstanding Graduate. Genevieve Susan Wilson, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Gina Wilson, Registered Nurse. Savannah Dawn Windsor, Radiologic Sciences, Outstanding Graduate. Alyssa Camille Wojcik, Biological Sciences. Thank you. Haley Dawn Wunrash, Business Administration, Phi Theta Kappa. Just one second. Our next diploma will be presented by Deb Conti. Daniel R. Wright, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Kaylee Giselle Yunga, Surgical Technology. Christopher Lee Crow, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dylan Cross Smith, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Presented by Mom Jennifer Cox. We have Emily Lynn Cox, Early Childhood Education, Education Honors. And now our next diploma will be presented by our own Jonathan Turner, father of Aaron Lee Turner, Computer Science Technology. Dan, if you would please present, we have Rebecca Danielle Wright, Business Administration, presented by her father. And now we welcome back to the podium Dr. Coppersmith for the conferral of degrees.
Will all certificate and degree candidates please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Chesapeake College, I confer upon you the certificate, degree of Associates of Arts, Associates of Science, Associates of Arts in Teaching, and Associate of Applied Science with all the attendant rights and responsibilities. Here to welcome you to your new status as alumni is Maddie Rupert, college alumna.
Hello, graduates. Let me first join the many others who have said congratulations. Graduating from college is no small feat, and many, if not most of you, at some point or another probably questioned if you would make it here. Well, you did, and for that, you should be proud. I stood where you are standing 8 years ago when I was graduating from Chesapeake as a member of the class of 2017. 8 years goes by really, really fast, and so much has been packed into those years, not just in my own personal life, but in the world. You truly have no idea what the future may bring. I didn't know I would one day end up working back here at the school that allowed me to truly blossom, where I have now been for over 2 years working to help students get scholarships. There is no predicting what the world may throw at you, and while the world is never constant and ever changing, you can choose to remain constant. Remain constant in your dedication to success, whether your next step is a four-year university, the workplace, or someplace else. You can get there, and I know this because you got here. Remain constant in your belief in yourself, and remain constant in staying true to your values. Go after what you want, and don't let anyone or anything hold you back. And whether Chesapeake was just a small stepping stone to you or really defined a few years of your life like it did mine, I hope you can look back on it fondly as a place that helped you grow in your own true way. And with that, I can finally say the time has come for you to join me in the ranks of Chesapeake College alumni. At this time, I will ask you to please take your tassel and turn it from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025.
You can sit down now. Class of 2025, so now I say not goodbye, but farewell. You are always welcome to visit us. I encourage you to keep up with your faculty and classmates and to remember what you've learned with us. I also encourage you to continue learning and share your knowledge of values with others. We want you to make your mark upon the world and wish you every success. If we can be of any assistance in that continuing journey, make sure to give us a call or drop by for a visit. Congratulations. I wish you all the best for a bright and wonderful future. And I would add one last thing. You know, when I sat where you're sitting 41 years ago, I never, ever thought I'd be a college president. And I would bet none of my faculty thought I would ever be a college president. I don't think my parents thought I would be a college president. So, what does that mean? We would like you to consider entering the profession, teaching others in whatever capacity you can do that, whether as a teacher, a mentor, a trainer, or come back and work for Chesapeake College in some respects and help us do what we do here so well. I wish you all the best. Following the recessional, we invite everyone to join us for a reception in the Caroline Center. We'd also like to remind everyone as you are leaving campus that the circle around campus is a one-way road. We would appreciate all guests remaining in place and standing until the academic recession is completed. Please all rise.